Hey guys, Mike here from BD Outdoors. Today I'm going to show you 3 main knots that you need to know for the Southern California fishery. I'll be using Seaguar, fluorocarbon, and braid to walk through the Palomar knot, the RP knot, and the San Diego jam knot. So first is the Palomar knot. Palomar knot is a great knot to use here in San Diego. We use it for all different kinds of applications, from lures to live baits. It is not the strongest knot, but it is plenty good for catching, those like 30, 40, 50 pound grade fish. I'd probably bump up to a different knot if you're getting into that 100-pound fish. But for the sake of just tying on a knot quickly when things are in a frenzy, this is one of the easiest, fastest knots you can apply. Okay, first thing you want to do is you want to give yourself ample working line. So here we have about a yard. What you want to do is you want to grab that line, you want to double it up, okay? At that point, you're just holding the loop on your finger and then keeping it taut with the other hand. You want to take the loop side, which is the round side, you want to put it through your hook. And like I said, this is a larger hook than you would ever use, but just for the sake of showing you guys. So at this point, you have your hook loosely fit on this double line. At that point, you want to do just a most basic overhand knot. So make a loop, pull it through, and then you have an overhand knot at that point. Pull your hook through from the backside and start to cinch everything up. Make sure that it all goes on top of the eye. At that point, you want to give your main line a strong pull, and you are set to go. Like I said, super easy, super fast, great knot when you have to re-rig and get another hook on there, plenty strong, and one of our favorite knots here in Southern California. I'll be making the San Diego jam knot with this oversized hook. I'll be using Seaguar fluorocarbon. So first things first, you want to take your hook or your lure, whatever it is that you're going to be tying to, and you want to secure it onto something that you can pull up against. We have a little hook set up here on the table that makes it kind of easy for us. Okay, so you're going to go through the eye and you're going to pull your line up and make a double line. Okay, so first thing, go through the eye, pull your line up, make a double eye. At that point, you're going to wrap it around your finger once. You're going to wrap around 6 times going down and go through the loop that you have at the bottom. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. At that point, you're going to go through this loop that you have at the bottom. And the whole time you've been holding this other loop on top, you're going to go through that loop as well. Okay? You're going to pull your finger out, and you're going to start to pull your main line and your tag line together at the same time. Once they're kind of cinched up, you can take your main line and you can start to slide that knot all the way down to your lure or your hook. Give your tag line a nice pull, and you should be all set. Simple as that. San Diego jam knot, one of the most reliable knots that I've used and kind of our go-to knot here in Southern California. From calico bass all the way to 200-pound bluefin. Okay, knot number 3, the RP knot, which is a connection knot for connecting braid to fluorocarbon. We use fluorocarbon in Southern California and most of the West Coast as a leader material and also as a less visible connection point for our lures and our hooks. I'll be tying it with a 60-pound Seaguar thread lock, and this is Fluoro Premier in 50-pound. Super easy knot. Once you get it down a few times, you'll have pretty good muscle memory and you'll be able to do it on the fly. So the first thing you want to do is you want to take your fluoro and you want to make a double line. Okay, so here I have my double line. Then you're going to take your connection point. So this braid would be connected to your rod or your reel. At that point, so you have a double line. You're going to bring your braid through your double line and you're going to grab it with your teeth. Pull some line out. It's always great if you have a little tension on both of these, but for the sake of this, we'll be able to do it. You're going to wrap this braid 6 times going up and then 6 times going back down. You're going to exit the braid the same way you came out the loop. So I'll do that now for you so you can check it out. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Okay, at that point you should have 6 wraps going up with your braid coming out the bottom of the loop. Now I'm going to take it and pinch it with my index finger and my thumb, and I'm going to wrap 6 times going down and come out the same way that I came in. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. At that point, you pinch that off, you come around, and you see which way you're coming out. Come back in that way, okay? At that point, your knot should look like this. You want to give it a little bit of lubrication, some spit on there, does a trick. Pull it slow, and then I like to give it a nice quick snap at the end to kind of make sure it's all cinched in. And you can kind of feather it down as you're pulling it down with both lines, you know? You want to kind of make sure there's no big loops in there. Okay, then take it and just give it a quick. And that is your RP knot. Great knot. It is a connection for fluoro to braid, and small enough it'll go through your guides. I've caught plenty of really big fish on this thing. Never had it fail. Just make sure you cinch everything down appropriately, and it should be all good to go. I've tied this knot all the way up to, I mean, people say don't do it more than 80, but I've tied like 100 with it easily. I think I've even gone up to like 130 with it and been able to pull it together. So give it a try. One of the staple knots here in San Diego for connecting our fluorocarbon to our braid. 3 knots that you need to know for Southern California's fishery. Hope that was informational. Let us know what you use, what kind of knots you like, the success you're having. Comment down below, and make sure to check back in at BDOutdoors.com for more tips and tricks.